numbers climb without really looking. Someone got off on 4, another on 6. I stayed where I was, half reading something. Door slid open, cold white hallway. Definitely wasn't where I meant to be. Could've pressed the button right back down, but nobody was waiting on me. A cleaning car parked by the wall, a vending machine humming to itself. Nothing important going on at all. Still I kept walking a little further. One button off, that's all it was. Door open somewhere I don't use much. Didn't turn around right away. Spend a little time on a different floor today. One button off, nothing went wrong. Just a few extra minutes before moving on. Not where I planned to go, but I wasn't in a hurry to leave. Found a window at the end of the corridor, looking over the backside of the block. A delivery truck leaving the loading area. Someone locking up a storage room. Light above the exit flickered once, then stayed steady for the rest of the night. I stood there longer than I needed to, like I was waiting for something to happen. Nothing changed, nothing appeared. No big moment hiding around the corner. Just different walls, different numbers, and the view I never usually see. One button off, that's all it was. Door open somewhere I don't use much. Didn't turn around right away. Spent a little time on a different floor today. One button off, nothing went wrong. Just a few extra minutes before moving on. Not where I planned to go, but I wasn't in a hurry to leave. Maybe that's why I remember it now. Not because it mattered all that much, just because the day kept going away I didn't expect. No lesson waiting at the end of it, no reason to write it down. Just a small part of the evening that somehow stayed around. One button off, that's all it was. Door open somewhere I don't use much. Didn't turn around right away. Spend a little time on a different floor today. One button off, nothing went wrong. Just a few extra minutes before moving on. Eventually I took the elevator down and went exactly where I meant to go. Different floors, same building. A few extra minutes, that's all it was. Check the forecast before I left. Blue sky, then little drops at 6. Took the umbrella from behind the door, the one I almost never picked. It stayed folded on the train ride over, stayed folded through the grocery line. Didn't need it for most of the evening, till the weather changed its mind. First gust came around the corner, caught it harder than I thought it would. One side bent a little backwards, the other side was holding good. Once I stayed up, once I gave up. Standing at a crosswalk, trying to fix my luck. Turned it once, turned it twice, still looked wrong from every side. Once I stayed up, once I gave up. Still carried it home like it worked enough. Walked past the convenience store entrance, saw a rack with newer ones inside. Thought about replacing it for a second, kept on walking by. Rain wasn't heavy, just annoying, enough to make the sidewalk shine, enough to make me keep adjusting that broken frame every few minutes at a time. People pass without noticing, nobody really seemed to care. Funny how the thing that ruins your evening looks invisible from everywhere. Once I stayed up, once I gave up, once I gave. Standing at a crosswalk, trying to like it worked enough. Could've thrown it in the first trash bin, could've left it by the station wall, but I'd already brought it this far, and somehow that mattered most of all. Not because it cost much money, not because it had a story attached. Sometimes you keep a thing around just because you're already carrying it. Once I stayed up, once I gave up, rain kept falling, neither one of us stopped. Turned it once, turned it twice, still looked wrong under every lie. Once I stayed up, once I stayed, once I gave up, still carried it home like it worked enough. Leaning by the front door now, been framed, a little rain still worked enough. Got there a little before 4. Took the table by the window first. Set my bag down on the chair across from me. Watched 2 buses miss the light. Sun came through at the wrong angle, straight across the screen of my phone. Spent more time moving my coffee around than actually drinking it. So I picked everything up, didn't think much of it. Third seat today, coffee's still warm. I've been moving every half hour for reasons I probably won't remember tomorrow. Third seat today, same drink, same song. Haven't really stayed anywhere long. Second table was near the back wall, a better view, less afternoon sun, till someone started a video call without headphones on. I stayed for a while anyway, long enough to finish half a page, long enough to look up 3 different times and hear the same story again. So I packed everything up like I already knew the routine. Third seat today, coffee still warm. I've been moving every half hour for reasons I probably won't remember tomorrow. Third seat today, same drink, same song. Haven't really stayed anywhere long. Last table was under the air vent, not ideal, but by then it felt easier to stay. Funny how that works. The worst spot in the room becomes the one you stop leaving. Third seat today, coffee's gone cold. The place is starting to empty out, and the windows reflecting more than it shows now. Third seat today, same bag, same coat. Nothing really happened. Still ended up staying longer than I planned. 3 tables, 1 coffee, it's probably enough. Moving around for one day. Parked on level 2 near a painted pillar. Took a picture before heading inside. Thought I'd thank myself later for being unusually organized. The photo caught half the ceiling, a corner of my windshield, a more empty space than anything useful. Still it felt good enough at the time. Locked the doors, heard the beep, didn't think about it again for a couple of hours. Took a picture, still couldn't find it. Standing in the same parking garage, looking at my own proof and getting nowhere with it. Took a picture, thought that was the hard part. to get back aren't always the same thing. Walked past the same blue sedan twice, started recognizing other people's cars. A shopping cart rolled across an empty road like it knew where it was going. Zoomed in on the photo, zoomed back out, trying to find some detail I'd missed. A sign, a number, anything at all. Pressed the key fob once, then again, as if the car might answer louder. Took a picture, still couldn't find it. The photo kept insisting it existed. That just wasn't helping much. Took a picture, thought that was enough. Spent 20 minutes proving it really wasn't. Found it 3 rows over from where I've been looking. I hid and I moved, not difficult to spy. Just somewhere my brain had quietly decided not to check. Took a picture, still couldn't find it. Ended up laughing when I finally saw it, like it had been waiting there the whole time. Took a picture, kept it anyway, even after I deleted 3 others. For some reason, that one stayed. Level 2 blue pillar. Now I probably won't forget it until next time. Only went in for a few things, didn't even need a basket this time. Grabbed a loaf of bread near the entrance, carried it under my arm while I looked around. Picked up everything else eventually, paid and packed it all away. Receipt in my pocket, keys in my bag. Somehow the bread never made it in. Could've put it down at the register, could've put it in with everything else. Didn't think about it, didn't think not to. Still holding it halfway home, changed hands at every red light. Still holding it past the station, past the pharmacy, past the place with the broken sign. Had 3 or 4 chances to put it away, guess I never got around to it. Use one hand to open the lobby door, balance everything else on my shoulder. Press the elevator button with my wrist, like there was some reason to keep carrying it. A neighbor nodded on the 2nd floor, looked at the bread, then looked at me. I almost laughed, but didn't really know why. By then it felt stranger to put it away than to keep holding it. Still holding it all the way home, like I forgot the part where I was supposed to let go of it. Still holding it. Same loaf, same paper bag, corners getting softer every block. Had plenty of opportunities, just never used one. Funny what becomes permanent after an hour or 2. Not because it matters, not because you decided, just because you keep doing it long enough that stopping feels unfamiliar. Still holding it, standing in my kitchen bag, finally sitting on the counter now. Still holding it for 1 second longer before setting it down. Nothing important about it, still feels like part of the day somehow. To the front door without leaving my hands. Came in for milk and paper towels, that's what I told myself outside. Grabbed a basket I didn't really need, Walked in through the sliding doors. First sample table was near the bakery. Small pieces, something on a toothpick. The woman said they were made this morning. I said thanks like I was gonna buy them. Kept walking, still chewing. Forgot which aisle I was headed to. Turned left for no particular reason. Saw another crowd gathered near a freezer. Came for milk, stayed for samples. One lap turned into two, then three. Came for milk, still didn't have it. Just a basket with three things I never planned on taking home. Tiny paper cup of soup near the back of the store. A cheese cube 2 hours later. Then crackers by the seasonal display. Started recognizing the people who kept showing up everywhere. The man in the baseball cap, the woman with the red card. We never spoke, just kept crossing paths around free bites and folding tables. At some point, I stopped shopping and started wandering. Came for milk, stayed for samples, following little crowds like they knew something I didn't. Came for milk, still didn't have it. Every time I remembered, something else got my attention. First found the milk, eventually cold section. Back wall, exactly where it always is. Funny how the only thing I actually needed was the last thing I picked up. By then the basket felt heavier than it should've. For a trip that started with 2 items. Came for milk, stayed for samples. Store announcement overhead saying they were closing soon. Came for milk and left with it, along with a few things I probably would have been fine without. Milk, 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 paper towels, milk, and somehow a full enough afternoon. Laundry finished 20 minutes ago, maybe longer. I wasn't really keeping track. Walked in with an empty basket and a podcast I'd already stopped listening to. My clothes were where I left them, warm from the dryer, piled up uneven. A gray hoodie, 2 t-shirts, gym shorts, and 1 blue shirt I'd never seen before. I picked it up, looked at it once, then again, like the answer might show up the second time. Checked the tag, turned it over, checked the tag again, still nothing familiar. Not mine, pretty sure. Looked through the basket twice, just to make sure I wasn't missing something obvious. Not mine, but there it was, folded in with everything else, like it had always been there. Set it on the table beside me, started folding everything else. Every few minutes I'd look back at it, like it was supposed to explain itself. A woman came in carrying detergent, not hers. A guy grabbed clothes from the far machine, not his either. For a second I wondered how many people had already decided it belonged to someone else. Check the size, check the brand, as if either one would help. Not mine, pretty sure, the kind of sure that still double checks even after deciding. Not mine, still looking like there was some detail I hadn't noticed yet. Thought about leaving it there, thought about asking somebody, thought about doing absolutely nothing, which is what I ended up doing. Funny how a question can sit around without bothering anyone, and still take up space the whole afternoon. Not mine, still wasn't. By the time I packed everything up and headed for the door. Not mine, as far as I knew, though I looked at it one last time before leaving, just in case. Back home, back home, laundry done, one extra shirt and no explanation. Left the convenience store with the drink in one hand, receipt folded into my jacket pocket, heard tags jingling somewhere behind me. Didn't think much of it at first. Crossed the first intersection, waited for the signal to change, looked over my shoulder out of habit. Small brown dog still there, standing a few steps back like it had somewhere to be too. Started walking again, so did it. Not close enough to bother me, not far enough to ignore. Thought it was following me for half the walk home. Every time I checked behind me, there it was again. Thought it was following me, guess I got that wrong. Turns out we were only heading in the same direction all along. Past the pharmacy on the corner, the one with the flickering sign. Stopped to tie my shoe, it stopped too. Checked the collar when it got closer, no number that I could see. Spent a few minutes wondering what exactly I was supposed to do. A woman unloading groceries asked if it was mine. I said I didn't think so. The dog kept looking past both of us like it wasn't part of the conversation. That's when I started paying attention. It seemed a lot less lost than I was. Thought it was following me for half the walk home, across two crosswalks, past the laundromat and the bus stop. Thought it was following me, guess I got that wrong. Every turn I thought I chose, it already seemed to know. A few blocks later it moved ahead of me. Didn't hesitate, didn't stop to check anything. Just crossed the street, cut through a driveway, and sat down by a gate like it had done it 100 times. Someone opened the door, called out a name I didn't know. The dog got up, walked inside, and that was that. Thought it was following me whole time, it wasn't. I was just another person on a route it already knew. Thought it was following me, funny how that works. Spent 20 minutes worrying about someone who wasn't lost. The gate closed, the street stayed quiet. I kept walking the rest of the way home. Started raining halfway through my coffee, the kind that wasn't there 10 minutes before. I remember leaving an umbrella by the door next to 304 that looked about the same. Paid the bill, packed my bag, checked my pockets for my keys, walked over to the umbrella stand and stopped for a second. Mine wasn't there, at least I didn't think it was. Looked again, and a third time, like one more glance might change something. Thought somebody took it, I was already annoyed, before I was even sure. Thought somebody took it, started building a whole story out of almost nothing at all. Try remembering the handle, the color, the shape, the little scratch near the top. Though honestly, I wasn't even sure it had a scratch. A guy near the window stood up to leave. For a second I picked him as the suspect, then immediately felt ridiculous. The kind of confidence that disappears the moment you look closer. That's when I noticed the umbrella in my hand for the first time all afternoon. Thought somebody took it, turns out I brought the wrong one. Didn't notice walking in, didn't notice ordering, didn't notice drinking half my coffee. Thought somebody took it, when really I've been carrying the mistake the entire time. Opened it inside just to check, definitely not mine. Different handle, different weight, different little strap around the middle. Somewhere between leaving home and getting to the cafe, I'd managed to switch certainty for a guess, and never noticed. Thought somebody took it, turns out nobody did. The umbrella stand was exactly as innocent as it looked from the start. Thought somebody took it, guess I just needed an explanation, and grabbed the first one I found. Walked back into the rain with an umbrella still not mine, and no idea where mine was. Stopped by a sandwich place on the way home, not because I was hungry, just didn't feel like going inside yet. Lights were still on, a couple people by the window, someone stacking chairs near the back. Reached for the handle, gave it a pull, nothing. Tried again, a little harder this time, still nothing. Look through the glass like the answer might be in there somewhere. Pull twice, read the sign third, the door worked fine the whole time. Pull twice, then stepped aside like I suddenly had somewhere else to be. There it was, right at eye level, black letters on white plastic. Push, probably visible from halfway across the street. Funny how easy it is to miss something obvious when you've already decided what's going on. A guy carrying takeout walked up behind me, pressed the door once, went straight in, didn't even slow down. I followed a few seconds later, trying to look like I'd meant to wait. Twice, read the sign third, the door worked fine the whole time. Pulled twice, built a small mystery out of a completely normal door. Ordered a sandwich, found a seat near the counter, watched two other people come and both pushed immediately. No hesitation, no dramatic pause, no staring through the glass like the building owed them an explanation. I almost laughed into my drink, thinking about how quickly I blamed the door for something I hadn't read. Pull twice, read the sign third, the door worked fine time. Pulled twice and spent 20 minutes eating under a sign I'd somehow missed 3 feet away. Finished my food, walked back outside, pushed the door open. First try. Got there a little after the trailer started. Dark room, row GC12. Sat down with a soda in one hand, jacket over the other arm. Movie had already begun. Someone on screen was running somewhere. I missed the reason why. Reached down without looking, grabbed a handful of popcorn, still warm. A little more butter than usual, didn't think much of it. The lights were low, the movie was loud, everything seemed normal enough. Didn't notice until Act 2, that's the embarrassing part. Halfway through the movie, before anything felt unusual. Didn't notice until Act 2, just kept reaching down, like I've been doing it the whole time. And somehow thought I had a few scenes later. I remember thinking I don't usually order this kind. Too much butter, different salt, different paper bucket too. Yeah, though that last detail took longer than it should have. The person beside me shifted in their seat, looked down once, then back at the screen. I should've figured it out there, but I didn't. I took another handful. Sometimes your brain keeps a bad assumption alive long after the evidence shows up. Didn't notice until Act 2, that's the embarrassing part. Movie kept moving forward, so did I. Didn't notice until Act 2, until I finally looked down and saw 2 cup holders instead of one. My drink was on the left, the popcorn was on the right. The armrest between us had apparently stopped existing. About 40 minutes earlier, I looked at the bucket, looked at the stranger, looked back at the screen, like there might still be another explanation. There wasn't. The stranger leaned over and quietly said, "That's okay," which somehow made it worse. Didn't notice until Act 2, half the bucket gone. The plot made more sense than my own situation. Didn't notice until Act 2, spent the rest of the movie very carefully, keeping both hands to myself. Lights came up, I threw away my soda and avoided eye contact all the way to the exit. Went in for coffee and dish soap, that was the list. 2 things written on the back of an old receipt. Grabbed a basket near the entrance, turned into aisle 3. Saw someone standing there comparing 2 jars of pasta sauce. They picked one, put the other back. I took the same one, mostly because it looked like they thought about it longer than I would. Didn't seem strange yet. Just one item, one small shortcut, looked like a good choice, so I grabbed one too. Didn't read the label, didn't turn it around. Looked like a good good choice. And somehow that became enough for the first time, then the second, and a few more after that. Frozen aisle, same person again, standing in front of the freezers like they actually knew what they were looking for. Chicken dumplings into their cart, chicken dumplings into mine. A different aisle, a different shelf, same story. I wasn't exactly following them, but I definitely wasn't not following them either. At some point the coincidence started recurring effort. Looked like a good choice, so I grabbed one, two, one recommendation I never actually received. Looked like a good choice, and aisle after aisle my basket started filling up with somebody else's confidence. Near the produce section I finally stopped, looked inside my basket. Pasta sauce, dumplings, a brand of crackers I'd never tried, 3 things I hadn't planned to buy, and coffee, which was the only thing I came for in the first place. For a second I wonder what would happen if they picked up something ridiculous just to see if I'd do it too. Looked like a good choice. Maybe it was, maybe they got home and regretted half of it. Just like everybody else, looked like a good choice. That's all I really knew, and somehow that was enough for most of the afternoon. Paid for everything, walked to the parking lot, looked at the receipt, looked at the bags and realized a complete stranger had quietly planned about half my dinner. Walked in with 20% left, not urgent, but low enough to start noticing every outlet in the room. Window seats were taken, corner seats were taken, the table by the bookshelf too. Spent more time looking around than deciding what to order. Found one near the back wall next to a plant that looked half alive. Sat down before anyone else could, like I'd won something. Coffee arrived, laptop opened, everything exactly where I wanted it. Forgot the charger, found the outlet, wrong order. Spent 20 minutes looking for a seat I couldn't really use. Forgot the charger, didn't notice until everything was already set up. Took out my notebook, mouse, water bottle, headphones, receipt from somewhere last week, 2 pens that barely worked, a coupon I'd forgotten about, and a key I didn't recognize right away. Checked the front pocket, nothing, side pocket, nothing, small zipper pocket, nothing there either. By then I already knew I was just looking for proof. Forgot the charger, found the outlet, wrong order. 3 empty seats opened up the second I stopped needing one. Forgot the charger, funny timing, the kind that only matters because you spent time on it. Could picture it immediately, coiled up on my desk at home, next to a stack of unopened mail, exactly where it always stays. Didn't forget to bring it, never packed it at all. There's probably a difference, though I'm not sure it helps. A guy nearby plugged in 3 devices without even looking. I tried not to take that personally. Forgot the charger, still stayed. Battery dropping 1% at a time, like a very predictable ending. Forgot the charger, ordered another coffee, and somehow spent 2 hours there anyway. 20% became 12, then 8, then 5. Packed everything up, walked out the hour. tablet still right there, waiting for someone who remembered theirs. Found a good spot on the second floor, near the window. Not too bright, not too close to anyone else. Put my notebook on the table, water bottle by the corner, jacket over the chair. The usual signs that somebody was coming back. Went downstairs to grab a coffee. Thought I'd be gone 5 minutes, maybe less. That was the plan anyway. Saved the seat, never really used it. Came back once, then left again. Saved the seat, spent more time away from it than sitting there like I'd reserved it for a different version of my afternoon. Stopped by the vending machine, checked a message, walked through the history section, picked up a book I wasn't looking for. Read 3 pages standing up, then wandered toward the far window. Someone outside was teaching a kid how to ride a bike. I watched longer than I meant to, long enough to forget I had somewhere to be. Upstairs, every time I remembered I was already doing something else. Save the seat, never really used it. My notebook spent more time there than I did. Save the seat, kept returning just enough to make it technically true that I hadn't left. Around 4 o'clock I went back to check on it. Everything exactly where I left it. Notebook, water bottle, jacket, still waiting patiently for the person who claimed that seat to finally sit down. I stayed maybe 10 minutes before getting up again. Save the seat, never really used it. The view from everywhere else kept pulling me away. Save the seat, funny how that works. Spent half the day protecting a spot I barely wanted to sit in. Pack up around closing time, notebook untouched, coffee finished, seat still there. Probably the most consistent part of the entire